This is Brian. He likes to get to know a woman before she gets to know him. We showed him videotapes of these 3 single women, and he picked one as his date. Which one did he choose? Which one will our audience choose? And this is Madeline, who likes her men comfortable in the boardroom, ballroom, and barroom. Which one of these men did she choose? Which one will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they picked, who the audience picks, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here to tell us more about Love Connection is our host, Chuck Woolery.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. You know, there are more than 60 million single adults in the United States, so here on Love Connection, we've got a new way for singles to meet. And here's how it works. We've compiled a videotape library of hundreds of attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles, and we show them 3 videotapes. Now, after they watch the tapes, they choose the one that they're most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. So to begin with, let's meet a man who selected a date from our video library. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. He's a sports nut, and he doesn't like women with short fingernails. Please welcome Brian Tracy. You don't like women with short fingernails?
No, short fingers in general. The nails have a lot to do with it.
Anything else? What else do you look for?
Well, I try to take the whole picture and look at the whole thing.
I see. Now, you're into sports, you say.
Yes, I am.
You ever date women who are not into sports?
I do. Usually if they see my point of view on sports and see the enthusiasm, they usually catch on.
They catch on and do them with you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now that we know a little bit more about you, Brian, based on his preferences, he was shown videotapes and questionnaires of 3 women. Now, we're going to show you a portion of the tapes that he saw, and you in the audience and you at home, too, watch very closely because we're going to ask you to pick the woman that is best for Brian, okay? First, there was Andrea. Now, she was raised in a small town in Pennsylvania, and her father gave her some advice before she moved to Los Angeles, and here's what...
I was a karate instructor, and that really wasn't my choice. My father said, "You're going to live out in Los Angeles, you're going to learn this." My father has karate school. He told me, "You're going to grow up to be beautiful, so I want you to be able to take care of this."
Okay, next there was Paula. Now, she was raised in Texas. She says she's not easy to please, and she follows the advice her mother gave her.
I'm perfectly happy with that, but I would like to have someone that I can date or have a partner in many senses, a partner of crime or whatever. My mom always said, keep busy, it keeps you out of trouble. Well, I do that. It does keep me out of trouble, but it keeps me out of a lot of other things, too.
Okay, finally you watch Diane. Now, she's from Denver. She likes swimming, tennis, and jogging, and she thinks men are fickle. Okay?
No, I just think people don't want to commit right now, men and women, but mostly men, because they see how many beautiful women there are around here, and if they meet one and they go to their bathroom, on their way to the bathroom, they're going to meet another one prettier than the last one they just met at the bar, and they'll forget the last one they met. That always happens to me.
Now, Brian picked one. Brian picked one of these women as his date, and before he tells us who it was, let's take a look at all 3 of them again, okay? First, there was Andrea. She's a 24-year-old ambulance driver. Then there's Paula, a 23-year-old executive assistant. And finally, Diane, a 25-year-old secretary. Okay, audience, it's time to put your voting machines into operation here. You've met Brian. You've seen his choices. Who do you think's the best lady for Brian? Here in the studio and you at home, too, please make your choice right now, okay? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to find out who the audience chose, who Brian chose, and all about his date. We'll be right back in a minute. In a little while, we're going to find out who the audience picked. But right now, we're going to ask Brian who he selected. Who'd you select, Brian?
I selected Paula.
Paula. Mm-hmm. Okay, now in Love Connection, we get both sides of the story. We ask our couples not to speak to each other after their date, and we also keep them apart so they'll be less inhibited about telling their story. Now, Paula's backstage, so let's say hello to Paula Smith. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
How are you, hon?
It's fine, thank
I'm going
you.
to talk to you in just a minute.
Okay.
Let me ask Brian here, why did you choose her? Other than she's very pretty, obviously.
Well, that helped a lot, but she was the most enthusiastic, most outgoing that I found.
I see.
Someone I like to be around.
Okay.
But Brian, can I say something?
Certainly.
I've got short nails.
That's okay. That's okay.
There's an exception to every rule,
There
folks.
is.
Yeah. Paula, what was your first impression of Brian now?
Well, I was surprised when I first saw him, but now he even looks better than when I first saw him.
All right, can't beat that. What happened on your date, Brian?
She was from Texas, and she hadn't been to Mexico. She lived real close to the border. So we decided to go down to Rosarito Beach in Ensenada for the day.
That's great down there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's terrific.
Yeah, so she came over, and we left about 9 o'clock, and we were on the road for about 3.5, 4 hours, and got into Rosarito Beach and stopped and had 4 or 5 lobsters
Oh, really?
together,
Sure.
a few beers. We had some tequila.
How did, Paula,
Yeah.
how did it go for you so far?
It's exactly what we did. We went down to Mexico for the first time crossing the border. It was very exciting.
Was it exciting for you, really?
It really was.
Yeah.
It was very different with the streets and the highways and not knowing where we were going. We got lost about 4 or 5 times just in one 2-mile section, I believe. But mainly what was nice about the afternoon was that we spent the afternoon watching the sun go down.
Oh, nice.
And,
Very nice. Right on into the evening.
Right on into
Yeah,
the
what happened next?
It was a long drive back, and we were very close to my house, and I decided, well, maybe we should stop and have some coffee. But before we got there, we got stopped by the police. And
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
This had to be serious.
yeah, well, Paul had fallen asleep in my lap, and we pulled over the side of the road, and she popped up, and the police came over and said, why are you weaving so much? And I said, well, we've been driving from Mexico, and he understood, gave me a warning. He said, listen, can you keep your mind on your driving, please? So we got back to the house and had some coffee, and she went on her way.
Did you ever kiss or anything?
Yes.
Yes, you
No,
did.
we did. Right when we were laying on the beach, he was catching some sun, and I was just sort of there. He had changed into his bathing suit, and I stayed dressed. And he leaned over and gave me a very nice kiss.
Good. Oh. How'd the date end?
The date ended very nice. We decided that we had a lot more in common than we thought we did. Yeah. It was a long date. It was a long date. Almost 18 hours, and we had a few cups of coffee and a few strawberries, and
Sound like you had a good time.
it was a great time.
Yeah, okay. Now, let's see what the audience picked for you, okay?
All right.
Paula. All right. You were right. Now, the audience picked Paula. Of course, on Love Connections, we pay for the tab on the first date, and if you'd go with who the audience picks, we'll pick up the tab for the second date. You want to take Paula out again?
I'd love to.
I bet you would. Paula,
Yes?
are you up for this?
I think I'm up for it.
Well, come on out and join us. Come on over and sit down and join us on the couch.
All right.
Well, you guys sound like you had a terrific time.
We did.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. You have any plans for your second date? You figure out what you're going to do?
Going back to Mexico.
Back to Mexico.
More tequila.
Are you ready for that? Rosarito Beach?
Sure.
In the fall.
In the fall.
Yeah.
I think it should be beautiful.
Might as well, yeah. Have a nice gift for both of you. Thank you very much for being on Love Connection. being
Thank
with us.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. We're going to come back with another couple in just a minute, so hang in there, folks. Okay, we're back. This time we're going to meet a woman who chose a date from our video library. She's from New York City. She loves rock and roll and says she'll try anything that isn't too illegal. Please welcome Madeline Drake. Madeline? Anything that isn't too illegal, she says. What isn't too illegal, Madeline?
Well, you know what they say. Everything in life that's fun is illegal, immoral, or fattening. So if those are your choices, I never do anything immoral. I never want to get fat, so the only thing left is illegal.
What's the first question when you want a man to get to know you? What do you ask? What do you ask him?
What his favorite room is.
Oh, really?
If he says the kitchen, that's it. I don't cook.
Do you ever want to get married, do you think?
Do I ever want? I think eventually, yes, because in heart, I'm
You've
very-
never been married before?
Never.
So you're not ready yet right now.
Not now.
What would it take?
No, at least I don't think so. My mother and my father think
But
I
they
should have been
always
ready
think, yeah,
10 years
sure.
ago.
What would it take?
Well, basically, I'm very old-fashioned in my heart. I would want to be loyal to the person I was married to, and I have never met anybody I felt I could be loyal to.
Oh,
so,
I see.
So,
It's a matter of being faithful.
yeah, and
Now that we know a little bit more about you, we're going to show our audience a portion of the tapes that Madeline saw, so watch closely because you're going to get to vote again, okay? Now, first, there was Alan. He feels at home in jeans or in a tuxedo, and he likes to go on blind dates.
When I was actively dating, I would say there was at least one per month. And I would look forward more to the blind dates than to the gals I already knew. Blind dates to me are very interesting. I take them as a challenge. I look forward to blind dates. You never know what's going to be behind that door, and they don't know what's going to be in front of it.
Now pay close attention because we have another Alan. He says he likes to participate rather than observe it. And here's what he did one time to prove it.
Many years ago, my wife and I at the time just decided we didn't like our jobs, and we quit our jobs, rented out our house, and took off across the South Pacific for 6 months. And I'm not attracted to somebody that wants to sit home and watch television all day and all night and tell me what happened on the soap operas. I have no fascination as far as that goes.
Okay, and finally there was Mark. Now he says he meets most of his dates at work, and here's one that he remembers very well.
Nothing really embarrasses me. I remember one time I was in a restaurant with a date, and we were sitting in a booth where we sit across from each other, and she asked if I would get mad if anyone ever threw something at me, like an article of food, and I said, I don't think so, and she threw a piece of boysenberry pie straight across the table at me, and I ducked, and it hit the guy behind me in the back of the head, and the whole restaurant went crazy. And it was our second date, and she felt that if I had pie all over me, that I would go back to her house and change my clothes.
Oh, that's funny. Now, before we find out who Madeline chose as her date, let's see all three men once more, okay? And here they are. Now, first there was Alan. He's a 32-year-old speech pathologist. And there's the other Alan. He's a salesman. He's also 32. Finally, Mark. He's a 33-year-old bartender. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. Now, who do you think's the best man for Madeline? Here in the studio and at home, too. Please make your choice right now, okay? We're going to find out who the audience chose in just a little bit, but let's find out who Madeline chose. Who did you select?
I selected Alan, the speech pathologist.
Alan, the speech pathologist. On Love Connection, we always hear both sides of the story. Alan's backstage, so let's welcome Alan Roden. Hi, Alan.
Hi, Chuck. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Alan.
Hi, Maddie. Hi.
We're both going to come back and talk to you in just a minute, Alan. Why did you pick Alan?
I knew him. Well, I
You did know him, really?
Well, it was really funny. I had seen Alan. Alan and I had been at several parties together.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
Okay, folks, I got to tell you something. I did not know this. Now, this is news to me. It had to be a shock when you sat down and you saw his tape.
I was hysterical. It was very funny. We had been to several parties together, several New Year's Eve parties together. We had we have common friends. I was even at he's smiling, I was even at his last birthday party.
Oh, gee.
I was, but you know, in all this time we never spoke to each other. We just kind of knew each other from across a crowded room.
Well, what did you think of him? I mean, you obviously knew who he was.
I thought he was really good looking and attractive, except that I always felt that he had a value judgment about me. And
Oh, really? What was the value judgment you thought he had about you? Tell the truth, come on.
Well, I always felt that he thought I was a sophisticated snob.
Really?
She's right,
I don't
Chuck.
know.
Did you think that?
She's absolutely right, and I was never so wrong in my whole entire life.
All right.
Lots of people have made that mistake.
You're not a sophisticated snob at all.
No, I'm very warm, actually. But
Chuck, she's sophisticated.
Did you know what?
She's sophisticated, but definitely not a snob.
Not a snob.
I had always felt that he perceived that about me, and who wants to go out with someone where you have to cut through a whole perception?
Sure, yeah.
You don't get to be yourself.
So you got to go out anyway.
When I saw him up there, I thought to myself, this is hysterical.
This is a great line,
I laughed. I thought, this is really funny. Okay, now we finally have to get together and go out. And of course, I knew him, and it would make it. I knew he wasn't going to be a killer. I mean, you know.
What happened on your date?
I took him for new experiences. I took him to a new wave Thai food restaurant. We had a wonderful time.
We had an extremely fine time. It was so refreshing, Chuck, to be with someone that I was able to discuss things with. We were talking about so many very different topics, from funny things to intellectual things to serious things to not so serious things.
So what
and
happened
even
next?
though
First of all, he was a perfect gentleman. He came with a beautiful bouquet of flowers, and he had,
that's nice.
yeah, and he kept trying to pay for every. I mean, he had this, you know, his hand.
Of course, you had the money, right?
I had the money. I should.
So
I had an open mind to the whole date. I decided after I was going to go, I'm going to be open, best foot forward, and I would really try to have a good time. And it was wonderful.
Great. What did you do, Dan? I mean, how did it end? Did you go?
He insisted upon seeing me to my door and turning the key, etc. It's a perfect gentleman.
Did he
I
kiss
really
you?
tried. It wasn't hard. It wasn't difficult. It wasn't work. It wasn't tedious. It wasn't a chore. It was my absolute pleasure, and that's exactly what I wanted to do for Madeline.
Did you kiss her?
Yeah, it was a very polite little pet goodnight.
Would you really like to kiss her real good?
I sure would.
I just thought I'd ask. Curiosity's killing me. I want to find out who the audience selected, okay?
Me too.
Hope it's you, Alan. It is, 66%. All right. All right, we're going to pick up the tab for this one if you all want to go out again. You want to do that?
We do,
Alan,
we do.
you up for this?
River
I
rafting.
certainly
Come
am.
on out and join us. That's it. Well, they haven't seen each other since their date, right? Come on over and sit down in just a minute. You guys have anything that you would like to say to each other since you haven't seen each other since your date? It's been a while, eh?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, we stayed just by the rule book because we couldn't keep in touch until now. We couldn't speak, we couldn't do anything. And since then, I found out that we come from the same neighborhood, about 10 blocks away from each other. I even know
Geographically
what...
compatible?
Brooklyn, of all places.
Brooklyn, New York.
Well,
Listen, we have a nice gift for both of you. I want to thank you very much for being on the show, okay?
thank
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
Listen,
Bye.
when we return, the audience is going to select a date for our next guest. We're going to come right back and find out how that works out in just a minute. Do it. Our next guest was shown videotapes of 3 men, and rather than choose her own date, she's agreed to let our audience decide who she should go out with. So let's meet her now, okay? She's from Wabash, Indiana. She likes to travel, have intelligent discussions, lounge in the sun, and spend money. Please welcome Carolyn Costello. Carolyn? You look pretty.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Carolyn,
Yes.
are you very concerned with physical appearance?
Oh, definitely.
Are you?
Oh, definitely.
Very important.
You have to have that charisma or chemistry or something, or it's just ain't gonna work.
What's your idea of good looking?
Well, starting at about 6 foot and up. Tall or blonde, doesn't make any difference. Trim, no fat. Right? No, got
Sounds
to
like
be
she's
trim.
discussing meat.
Yes, U.S. prime choice.
US
Thank you
prime
very
choice.
much. Yes.
Okay, now here's the way this is going to work, okay? We're going to show you some portions of the videotapes that Carolyn saw, okay, folks? Now remember, Carolyn has agreed to let the audience decide, our studio audience here, decide which one she should date. So watch very carefully. First, there's Don. Now, he was raised on the East Coast. He's a movie buff, and he says he's romantic.
I think I'm very romantic, and I know that when I really care about somebody, I just love to surprise them with gifts and send them flowers and not just flowers, but things that maybe something they've mentioned several months ago. Gee, I've always wanted that print, or I always wanted something like that, and then 3 months later have it show up at their work.
And then there was Alan. He's from Los Angeles. He likes horseback riding and fishing, and he doesn't go out of his way to meet women.
She's just going to have to fall into my lap, I guess, because I just don't like the games out there. You go into an average bar, you say hello, and they ask you what your sign is. For the most part, my 2 ex-wives were very independent when I first met them. And until we got married, it remained so. And after we tied the old knot, they became very dependent on me, and I hated the daddy image.
Okay, finally there was Dennis. Now, he was raised in California. He loves the outdoors, and he's very particular about who he dates.
I don't date extensively. I do occasionally, but I am fairly particular about who I date, or I try to pick the right people. I've been known to pick a few wrong ones, too many wrong ones to be exact, but you live and learn, so they say. And I will call well, you learn that sometimes you try to go by your instincts, and hopefully they'll be right.
Now, before we let you choose, let's see all 3 men again, okay? First, there was Don. He's a 44-year-old media specialist. Then there's Alan. He's 39, and he's a physical therapist. Finally, there's Dennis, who is a fashion consultant. He's 37, and that's all 3 of them. Okay, it's decision time. Which one of these 3 men would be best for Carolyn? That's what we're going to ask you. Please make your choice now, audience, okay? I bet you're anxious to know, aren't you?
I am.
We know.
I am.
Dennis.
Oh, very good.
Right. You see it? Have any idea what you're going to do on your date?
Oh, well, I could think of a few things to do with Dennis. know, I think since I'm a fairly conservative person, that dinner, candlelight dinner, something very romantic, something that we can talk and discuss and see how we are, and then on to bigger and better things.
You'll come back and tell us about it, won't
I
you?
certainly will.
That's great.
I certainly
Okay.
will.
Folks, that's our show for today, and because we believe that romance needs all the help that it can get, we'll be back tomorrow with more singles trying to make a love connection. I'm Chuck Woolery. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Some guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following. Jovan Musk. Drop for drop, Jovan Musk has brought more men and women together than any other fragrance in history. Try it today and see for yourself. Jovan Musk. Or a tote bag from Pan American World Airways. Across the country and around the world, serving 6 continents, 47 countries, and over 110 cities. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or a versatile, full-valued 106-channel public service scanner radio. Scan for the action with Regency. Or Uline Combo 19 Ice Maker with 2.1 cubic foot refrigerator. May produce 22 pounds of ice cubes daily using minimum energy. No drain needed. This is Rod Roddy speaking for Love Connection.